The fight is over. The door is closed. The house is quiet. But the distance between you and your teenager right now feels enormous. What you do in the next 24 hours either builds a bridge or builds a wall. I'm going to walk you through exactly what to do after a fight with your teenager. Welcome to the Single Parenting Reset Show, the go-to podcast for single parents of tweens and teens who want to manage screen time, strengthen communication, and build stronger family connections. I'm your host, Tess Connolly, parent and family coach, licensed clinical social worker, and a solo mom to a teenage son. Welcome to the Single Parenting Reset Show. Today, we're talking about something I consider one of the most important and most underrated skill in parenting a tween or teen: repair. What you do after conflict, after a rupture, after one of these moments you're not proud of, that is where the relationship is actually built or broken. Here's what you'll take away today. 1, what the research on attachment and repair tells us about why reconnection after conflict matters more than avoiding conflict in the first place. 2, the steps most parents skip and why skipping it accidentally teaches your teen something you don't want them to learn. And 3, I'm going to give you a repair sequence that you can use after any conflict, even the ones where you lost it too. This might be one of the most important episodes I record this year. Let's get into it. First, I want to start with the truth from attachment research that I find genuinely relieving for parents. Dr. Ed Tronick's work, including his famous still face experiments, show that even the most attuned parent-child relationships, misattunement happens constantly. So what predicts secure attachment is not a conflict-free relationship. It's a relationship where ruptures are consistently followed by repair. Your teenager does not need a perfect parent. They need a parent who comes back. That reframe matters enormously for single parents who often carry enormous guilt after a conflict. Because there's no co-parent right there to share the weight of this, no one to say, oh, you handled that okay. The guilt can make you often avoid the repair conversation or rush it, or make it about relieving your own guilt rather than actually reconnecting. Hi, dear ones. I'm taking a break out of this episode to give you an opportunity to come join the family. What I mean is that when you join my email list, you are not only going to get a copy of my tech reset agreement, which is one of the most coveted pieces of information that I give out to parents when I start working with them. In every family, I hear about the conflict with our screen time and devices, and I've got an amazing agreement I've been using with my son since he was about 8 or 9 years old. So I'd love for you to get that, as well as being on my email list, where you're going to get tips and strategies and stories each week. You'll hear about all the different podcasts, and it's a way for us to connect in a different way outside of this podcast. So click the link right below the show notes, and I will see you on the inside. So here's 3 things that can go sideways. So here is what repair actually requires in 3 steps. Step 1, wait for the window. Repair does not happen when nervous systems are still activated. Trying to process a conflict when your teen is still fuming produces a second conflict, not resolution. Many of us parents have experienced that. Research on emotional processing suggests waiting at a minimum 20 to maybe 30 minutes after you see them visibly dysregulated before attempting to repair. So the signal that the window is open for repair, they come out of their room voluntarily, their tone softens, they start making ordinary requests of you, things like asking for food or making a joke. That's the window, so use it. That's a great time to start the repair conversation. So step 2, lead with accountability, not explanation. So this is the step most parents skip, and it's one of the most important ones. Before you explain your side, before you ask what happened, before you problem solve, acknowledge your part. Even if you believe that your teen was 80% responsible and your 20% matters, but they need to hear you name what went on for you. Something like, I came in louder than I needed to. That's on me. Or I threatened something I didn't follow through on. I shouldn't have said that. So here is why this step in repairing with your tween or teen is so powerful, and why skipping this step is so costly. When you own your part first, you do 3 things simultaneously. Number 1, you model what emotional accountability looks like, which is one of the most important things you will ever teach your child. And 2, you lower their defensiveness, which actually makes them able to hear anything that you're going to say next. And 3, you demonstrate that your love for them is bigger than your need to be right. Teens who see parents model, repair, and accountability become adults who can do the same thing in their own relationships. And that is an extraordinary gift. You are not just repairing today's fight you had with your tween or teen, you are teaching them how to love someone well for the rest of their lives. Here is step 3. Restate the relationship without relitigating the conflict. Once you've acknowledged your part, you don't need to solve everything. You need to send one clear signal: we are okay. I love you and we're going to be fine. Said plainly, not dramatically, is enough. You can have the fuller conversation later, but repair is specifically about reestablishing safety. It's a bridge, not a courtroom. And one more thing, after you've repaired with your teen, repair with yourself. The I'm failing, I'm too harsh, I'm not enough narrative keeps your nervous system in low-grade stress that your teenager will feel. You did something imperfectly, you repaired it, that is good parenting. So let yourself off the hook. Okay, here's what you're taking away with you today. Number 1, secure relationships are defined by repair, not by avoiding conflict. Your tween or teen needs a parent who comes back. Number 2, leading with your own accountability before explaining or problem solving is the step most parents skip and where the deepest trust is built. And number 3, wait for the window, lead with accountability of your part, restate the relationship, let the conflict go until you're both settled. After the next conflicts, try leading with just one sentence of accountability before anything else. Watch what happens to the temperature in the room. So if the rupture in your home feels bigger than a single episode can fix, if the relationship feels genuinely strained and you're not sure how to get back, go to the link below and book a 45-minute parent reset call with me. You came back after the last fight. You're here trying to do it better. That is repair in action. That is the parent your kid needs. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for tuning in to the Single Parenting Reset Show. Remember, I'm here with you twice a week. Every Tuesday, I answer your questions about parenting tweens and teens, real-life challenges with real reset strategies. Every Thursday, I bring you conversations with experts and guests who get what it's like to raise middle and high school kids on your own. And hey, if screen time has become a daily battle in your home, because let's be real, it is for most of us, I've got something to help. Grab my Tech Reset Agreement. It's a simple guide to help you create a clear, calm plan around screens without being the screen time police. Just click the link in the show notes and get your copy. Your reset starts now. Until next time, keep going. You're not doing this alone. I'm right here alongside you.